You already know what it is, man. I'm the Kid Billionaire B. Yo, I'm out here, Flemington, New Jersey, with my girl, my lady, with my fellow Caribbean ting. You already know the vibes. Let the people know who you are, what we doing, where we at.
Hi guys, it's Gail Gomez. We're out in Flemington, New Jersey. The address, we have two spaces, it's 301 and 302. The address is 3 Walter E. Foran, Foran Boulevard in Flemington, New Jersey. So that's where you're finding us.
Instagram.
Instagram is Elevation Event Space. So very simple. That's all we have
Perfect.
now. Yeah.
That's all you need right now.
Yeah, that's all we have right now.
Super excited because we actually have 2 locations back to back that we're going to be touring. So let's get into it. So show me what you got.
We just got the keys. So we're in the talks with a couple contractors.
Okay. I want to know about those talks.
So space 1 used to be an attorney's office. We'll tour that. This used to be a prepping. It used to be a food delivery company. So they didn't do the actual cooking of the food. They just prepped the food. Okay. So hence the reason why we have a lot of sinks and you'll see towards the back, but nice open space is 2,000 square feet on this side here because it actually goes a lot further in the back. I wish the walls, this is the bathroom, so let's walk so you'll see. And then I'll give you the vision of the space and what my thoughts are.
And then of course I'll give my vision.
Yeah, so this is the one and only bathroom that we have that we're going to update and...
We're gonna talk about that.
Okay.
When I hear update, I get nervous sometimes, but I wanna know what you're talking about.
Okay,
oh,
here we go.
Wow.
Yeah, so this is why I said the space went further back.
Yeah, when you said 2,000 square feet, I'm like, where?
Yeah, so it's a lot of space. The vision is to, talking to Tarion, my coach, who I love actually as well.
Shout out Mr. Whitlock.
He actually wants us to keep here as our like little prep area. I actually wants to just keep it a VIP room.
Why?
Why with the VIP room? I don't just want to keep it just for prepping. I was going to move the prepping to this wall over here. Because it's so much space, like it's just too much space for just prepping. So I want to keep it like a nice old VIP room. We could talk about it.
Yeah, we will.
We'll talk about it. VIP room. This is going to go into extra storage because they already have like, you know, the sink for like mopping, like a mop sink.
You have your own hot water tank.
Correct.
Wow, nice.
Yeah.
Okay. And that's duct work. That's probably going to be...
Washer dryer hookup. So that would work.
They had a washer and dryer?
Yeah.
Interesting.
So that wash and dry hookup, I was going to put some cabinets on the wall and have some extra storage. And
I like to put cabinets on the wall.
Just for storage, just for chemical and storage. And then this is going to be our office extra storage space.
Oh my God. Yo. All right, yeah, we're going to have a very long conversation today.
Yeah?
We're going to have a long conversation today. Okay.
So this is space 1.
And then this is just, there's like Wi-Fi camera situation.
Yeah.
Cool.
And I think the water for just the water coming in from the outside. That's just the water right there.
Gotcha. This is an alarm system. It's disarmed. Perfect. What's back here?
Just outside.
Did you have any plans?
No, actually.
Okay.
I really didn't have any plans for right here.
We can explore this. What rights do you have to this outside area? Like it's yours as part of your...
It's part of the lease, yeah.
Okay.
Just literally just whatever we have right here. And then this is the other door that we have access to, which is my other space.
And then the parking, of course, is yours.
Parking is...
Plentiful.
Plentiful.
Cool.
Yeah.
The reason I ask is obviously in commercial leasing, when you're paying for this kind of space, you want to use it. I had a conversation with, shout out Latoya in Brooklyn. She had a backyard and she wasn't really going to like utilize that at all. But I'm going to talk about some things that we can definitely do out here.
Okay.
We're going to start from the beginning.
All right.
We're going to work our way back. So now we're looking at the second spot, right?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Shout out Mr. Williams. Shout out Ricky. Couldn't be with us today, but he's here in spirit.
He's here in spirit. That is just like a prep station they had. So they did do a lot of food prepping.
So it's not structural?
It's not structural. It's just for electrical.
Oh, music to my ears, because I was literally looking at that. I'm like, this cannot be structural,
No, it's not.
Oh my God. More on that later.
Welcome to the vestibule area that we are going to create.
Vestibule?
So the plan for this is to seal off the window, put a nice, possibly grass wall on here, the circle with our name, nice feature walls. When guests come in, they're like, oh, okay. Possibly the tripod, I don't know what the name of it, with our, with a QR code, business card, so they can come in and have that. But this is the vestibule.
Okay.
Again, attorney's office for 15 years.
Wow.
So all of this is going to come out. Yeah, these are not structural. They're not. None of it is. Some of the conversation I've had with the contractors, they assured me this is not structural.
Yeah.
This town is very permit driven.
I can imagine it's Jersey.
Very, very, very permit driven. The bathroom for next door is in this area right here.
Okay.
So it's a little different. So the plan is to possibly from here to here create another VIP room.
Why are you looking at me like that?
Create another VIP room and then cut it a little bit just and keep this little section for storage. Open this up to here because it's 2 bathrooms. Bathroom number 2.
Okay.
I was quoted or suggested from one of the contractors, seal this area off and keep the bathroom and all of this as like an office area. I don't really want to not utilize the bathroom. I don't feel like it's necessary not utilizing it for the guests.
Right.
So I feel like we're going to open this up so it's like a free walking space to come back here and utilize the bathroom.
Okay. Where's the other bathroom?
Right over here.
Cosmetically, it's not bad. Solid. This one would definitely need, obviously, more work.
Yeah, so the thing about it, what I was told is that for the ceiling, so next door I was thinking about keeping the ceiling, just run some chandeliers and change the light bulb so everything is like uniform.
The other
That's
side.
for next door, but over here, what I was told is that, I don't know how the ceilings, I think they like tie together for the drop ceilings. They said from here, go back is like one structure, everything else is individual. So when I take down the wall, it's gonna look really wonky on the top. So up over here, I may have to take down the ceiling, possibly put them back up, but I may have to take them down.
Because when you're saying when you rip this out.
Yeah, because it goes all the way up. They explained to me.
I mean, the thing about it is it's a drop ceiling. So all you gotta really do is replace the frame and then put the drop ceiling back in. It's not.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't think it was the end of the wall, so to put that back, but it had a nice height and it's, you know, again, this is another.
You're gonna rip out the drop ceiling?
No. I'm saying even with the drop ceiling, it's still a really nice height.
Oh,
it
yeah.
doesn't feel, you know, like you're claustrophobic or anything.
Not at all.
And over here is another 2,000 square feet.
Right, yeah, I remember that because I remember when we were negotiating everything. At first, I was gonna just be like, all right, let's get the first spot, we're good. And you're just like, wow, this location looks pretty good too. And I'm like, hey, I'll negotiate. If we find something good, we'll find something good. And unfortunately, we did. So let's start in the first one.
Yep.
Let's start in the first one.
Yeah, that's the one we're gonna initially start.
Right,
off.
100%. What are you doing with this outside? Are you keeping this?
No. That was from the previous.
I just wanted your thoughts.
No, we're just gonna keep it. I just want to maybe get it tinted maybe a little bit darker, but I was just gonna keep a nice clean finish on the front.
I wouldn't worry about tinting it any more than it is right now, if I'm being honest.
Okay.
I think it's a good tint right now because you still want people to be able to see inside.
We're not draping the front.
You're asking me or you're telling me?
No, I'm asking. What are your thoughts? Because again, this is new for me for the event spacing. I notice everybody just drapes everything, but I do like, you want people to be curious and when they look in.
100%.
There we go. I like that.
My opinion on draping is just like, if I'm paying for a certain amount of visibility outside, why am I going to ruin
Hide
that
it.
for myself? Exactly. Why am I going to hide it?
That's my thoughts
You know what I'm
exactly.
saying? The only time I would ever drape is if I'm purposely going to be adding more work for myself and opening up the drapes every single time that I'm not here.
Got it.
But then it's like, for all that, why?
Yeah.
You know, you already have the tint.
Yeah.
It already does the job. During the daytime, people could kind of peep in and see what's going on. You know what I'm saying?
There we go.
Perfect. If they're not structural,
They're not.
They're going.
They're not.
They're leaving. Like,
they
this
for
is-
sure. Yeah.
This has got to go. I'm guessing you're not keeping that.
No.
Gotta go for sure.
I'm keeping one sink because I'm thinking about putting the bar in that corner. I'm gonna go to, is it DM in Newark? They're in Newark, New Jersey.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go see them today or tomorrow.
Beautiful.
And I already have a measurement of how I'm gonna do a bar area. Shout out to, is it Kezia?
Kezia.
Yeah, Kezia. I love her bar and she
Her
got
bar
it
is
from them.
nice. Yeah.
So yeah, that was the motivation. So we're gonna go see them and get something a little bit on the curve angle for over there. That guy is gonna go because we don't need that in the strict structure. And I'm thinking about a dance floor over here. So put a little lighting here to kind of focus on here. But I'm
wouldn't
not.
do that.
No.
Don't pigeonhole it.
Okay.
Don't pigeonhole it. Like, certain things can have a designated area. Bar, food, and I'm gonna talk a little bit about that because I know that when you were talking about the prep area, and I have some very strong views on that.
That's fine. That's fine.
So for things like that, don't pigeonhole yourself. 'Cause
Okay.
What if I come and I want to have my 25th birthday or whatever the case may be, and I'm like, I want to party everywhere.
Yeah.
And I just have a random spot of light right here.
Got it.
You know what I'm saying? Bar, food, and stuff like that, those are things that like usually have a home somewhere, and that's good.
Okay.
Don't throw that sink out.
Right. Just move it. I'm gonna cap it, but I'm not gonna get rid of it and throw it away.
Yeah,
Go
you have
eventually.
2 more back there, right?
Right. Yeah.
Cool. Sink is one thing that I've learned, like, people love. So if you have them already, definitely keep it. But I definitely, you don't need one and then 2, 3 or whatever.
Yeah, and there's one randomly in the middle of the floor. We don't need that. So we'll cap that one off in the wall.
Right.
This guy here, we are going to take it off, create the space that I want to have, because I'm going to do a little bit of tiling over there just to create some ambience, but I'm putting back the sink.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love that idea. What kind of tile work are you looking at?
I thought about something on a diagonal on the wall just to give it like some variation.
You have some inspo pictures?
I don't yet.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm still kind of researching a couple things, but I don't have anything solid. I can post it in my channel.
Okay.
So you can take a look and see.
Okay.
But I want something definitely in a more of a textured type of family, so it kind of pops. So that way it gives. I'm gonna do some pendant lighting hanging down as well. Just maybe like 3 pendants just hanging down over the bar. Nothing too crazy, but just to kind of bring some focus over there.
I like it. I think it's a great idea.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And I think that's a perfect spot for a bar as well. I was just more so curious in terms of like the finish that you're talking about, because that stuff can get very pricey. It sounds like you're really just trying to like do a backsplash.
Yeah.
Right?
Nothing crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, if you're just trying to do a backsplash, it won't be that expensive. And a backsplash is good because obviously it's a whole bunch of water and food and drinks splashing all over the place. Keep these. Definitely keep these. These are floor mats. I've had to pay for these before. Being that you already have them, when the bar drops right here, you're just gonna put this right here so that way like people don't
slip and fall. There we go.
You know what I'm saying? I've had 2 lawsuits for slip and fall. So you people are very, very quick for that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I don't say that, like, it's not like I'm hiding it. The only reason it's like, I always tell people, one thing my mom always told me, you're not big enough until somebody tries to sue you.
Yeah.
Right? Like, you look at the sharks on Shark Tank, they've all been sued 1,000 times. Like,
Yeah.
people only sue people who have money.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's just like, when you get to a certain amount of point, but that's where you put lawyers on retainer and you fight stuff or whatever case may be.
Yeah.
I don't say this to scare you.
No, not at all. Because I have another business that we have workers' comp. That's part of our
100%. Right? You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's obviously you want to limit these things.
But yeah, thanks for the reminder and keeping those.
100%. Yeah, 100%.
So you like the idea of the bar here?
I do.
And the back. Nice.
You're gonna put it like what, right here?
Yeah. So I'm gonna go here, possibly 3 feet, and then I leave 2 feet opening.
Okay.
So we can be in and out.
Yeah, even if you want to do like the door that like hangs over.
I thought about that too.
Yeah.
Actually, just a swing so they can just move it up and just walk right in. Yeah.
It just depends on what top you're gonna put on the bar. This is a little bit besides the point, but like what top are you doing? Like a.
So when I meet with them, we can talk about some options that they may have, and we can.
Okay, so if you also right, you're gonna have DM build it. So it's most likely gonna be either a wood or acrylic top.
Probably go with the acrylic because I do want to run like the lighting, like a LED.
You can do lighting with wood.
Yeah, okay. Oh, just on the lip anyway.
Yeah, you just need a lip.
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah. The reason I asked is because if you do wood, then you can have the open door. If you do quartz, which looks a lot nicer, the stone, you can't do that.
And it's too heavy and it's just problematic. Got it.
No, not necessarily. In Fulton, I had a quartz bar.
Okay.
This is Matterport. Highly recommend getting one of these done. This like changed the game for us. But you're gonna notice, and I always like to show people this because people always think that like, hey, look, listen, I need like a separate food area. This was a lobby that we used, and it became the food and prep area, right? So you see this bar? Yeah, this is a quartz bar, and you'll see if I go over here, there's an empty area. Yeah, so you can't do that with quartz because obviously quartz is a stone, it can't fold.
Right. Then I would have to then leave just the actual opening we talked about if I was going to go quartz. If I'm doing wood, we can get
you can add the lip. You can add the flip.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
The reason I talk about this is because you have options, right? Quartz for me, obviously it is a lot more expensive, but it looks way nicer, right? But you can definitely get the job done with the wood, whatever case may be. It's just, you have options. I'm just giving you options for finishes, right? You know what I'm saying? And I'm sure you're going to clip that. Whatever case may be. What are you doing with the bathroom?
So in my head, I want to do, I don't know the terminology, but like a half, let's call it a half lip of tile here and the full focal of tile. Okay. A nicer mirror. I know this have to stay ADA. So that's what I was told by the contractor. They have to stay ADA sink. It doesn't have to be necessarily this sink, but the sink have to stay ADA, so I cannot get anything enclosed. And I said, I have to research that.
Understood.
But either way, nicer sink. He said that was in good shape, so I'm going to keep that guy. Nicer mirror, and then some lighting. We'll change that one, and maybe the ones that come over, just to kind of like give a little focal over the mirror, but something nicer, but a whole wall of tile.
Okay. I like the ideas. Again, just to kind of inject reality. Yeah. These things can be done affordably, right? And I'll talk a little bit more in detail about the contractor that you're bringing in and what to tell him, what to do, what to not to do, things of that nature. The half wall tile, great idea. I love that. Full wall tile, Love it. Great idea. What type of tile are you considering?
So I have to still do my homework on that one to know in terms of what's going to be, because it's a used space. It's not like you're at home, right? Where you're not touching a tile and then, it's an event space. It's going to be a lot of traffic for something that's durable. So I still have to do my research on that. But that's just a vision of it. I just don't know yet the tile.
Let me give you the research. Most expensive type is going to be porcelain.
Okay.
After that's going to be ceramic.
I know the name of the tiles. I just don't know
perfect.
which one was more affordable. Yeah.
Yeah. So porcelain's going to be the most
durable,
expensive.
I should say. Yeah.
Porcelain and ceramic, both very durable. They're both stones, right? Just the porcelain has the high gloss finish. Ceramic is more of the flat finish.
Right.
Now, unbeknownst to me, they also do have matte porcelain, which is interesting, right? But porcelain's gonna be the most expensive. You're gonna be looking at maybe depending on where you source it, maybe about $2.20 to almost maybe $4 or $5 per square foot for that level of tile, right? That's really like, you're trying to do your big one. That's like, you're really like, oh my God, I want my bathroom to be a showstopper.
Right.
Right? Which is cool. I mean, I get it. You know what I'm saying? Me personally, a bathroom's a bathroom to me. Like, that's just my humble opinion, right? It's like, get in, get out, do what you gotta do. Go back out there. I focus most of my resources on what people see in the ballroom, right? After that is ceramic. After that is LVP, LVT, however they want to call it. And that is, if I want to refer back to that, this is ceramic. This is porcelain, and this has more of a gloss, right? This is ceramic. It has less of a gloss. However, it can acquire a gloss if you strip and wax. Besides the point, it's not that important, right? So you see how this wood, this is plain.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah.
Yeah. This is plain. Now, this isn't that they do have waterproof versions of it, but it's not the most waterproof thing. But they do have waterproof, and it's a lot more affordable than ceramic and porcelain. If I was to buy your business tomorrow, right, and I was to step in and be like, Gail, this is exactly what we're doing. I love the porcelain on the half. I definitely love that. I think that's really, really cool. Even if you wanted to do half all the way around, and then maybe even do the planks up top, or just leave it bare, sheetrock. I think that's cool, and I think that's a little bit more affordable too. The tile will probably cost you, this is what, 40 square feet. If you do half, full tile work, tiles specifically will probably cost you between maybe $300 to $600, and then with the labor will probably cost you another $600 to $1,200. That's like my rough estimate.
Yeah, I feel like the bathroom. I think that sounds very doable.
Yeah.
In terms of, because I still want it to be, and it is a really nice size bathroom too. I still want it to be that. And then what do you think about the floors?
Yeah,
we didn't talk about the floors yet.
Yeah, absolutely.
What are your thoughts on the floors?
Yeah, so I mean, like, this is why I don't like to go crazy on bathrooms, because I feel like it's just a cash eater at the beginning. Doesn't make sense, right? The floors, if you're gonna do porcelain, you're gonna have to put porcelain on the floors, or else like people are gonna be like,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, what's like,
looking at like jigsaw puzzle.
Yeah, like, what are we doing here? You know what I'm saying? So if it were me personally, now, like I said, if I was to buy your business tomorrow, I would definitely, because I don't like this red, it's very strong, right? But I would keep the same peel and this is not peel and stick.
So I've been asking a few contractors that come in, and we were trying to figure out what this was. I actually like the feel of the floor.
Yeah.
I just don't like the color.
You can repaint it.
One guy said that. He said, we can repaint it. I just want to make sure that we don't come back in a few months and then you're telling me that it's peeling up or whatever the case.
He said that.
Yeah.
That's honorable.
Yeah, that we don't want to come back and it's peeling.
Yeah.
But I like walking on this floor.
Yeah.
You know?
I definitely do. And I also like the fact that it's not, because I thought that first glance, I thought it was peel and stick. And I actually don't know what it is. I know something.
It's like a rubberized type of thing.
Yeah.
I think, what do they call that one that they roll? There's a name for the flooring that they roll.
I don't even know.
Yeah, but either way.
I haven't seen this before.
But I'm thinking more of a laminate type of flooring.
You want to do laminate?
Is it laminate or is it acrylic? Is that, it looks like the planks, but it's made of
laminate.
So
LVP.
Laminate.
LVP,
okay, yeah, there we go.
LVP,
Yeah.
whatever the case may be. You have different options. I'll make it really, really concise.
Yeah.
If it was me, I would roll it out and paint it and see what it looks like, honestly. You know what I'm saying?
I do like it. I feel like it's leveled. It's
yeah. We did high traffic floor polish in my mom's backyard. It was concrete and it lasted like a year. You're definitely gonna have to come back and touch it up. Don't get me wrong. You know what I'm saying? But it'll last you strong for a good 6 months. You know what I'm saying? Before it starts looking like eh. And here's the thing, right? You can always come back and just roll it out and fix it, right?
Yeah.
God forbid you're like me, where I did porcelain floors in Blake and Duma. One crack, I gotta spend $400 to fix it. You see what I'm saying? It's like buying a luxury car. You buy a luxury car, you gotta pay luxury money to maintain it, right? You know what I'm saying? So with this, me personally, I'd roll it out with like a nice white or like a nice gray, maybe even do like a little speckle type of thing, almost similar to like an epoxy.
100%. We're on the same page because I really thought about rolling it out with a very light gray or white and and sparkle it.
Yeah.
Because if you look, it has a little sparkling here,
Yeah.
but like a higher sparkle to bring out that. So
Yeah.
we're on the same page.
Yeah, so you're getting that
Thought about
epoxy look without paying epoxy price. Because if a guy comes out here and tells you epoxy, he's gonna charge you like 20 grand, right? As opposed to high traffic floor polish, you can get a 5-gallon for maybe like $150. Do like 2 of those, you're in 300, and you can do that yourself.
Yeah.
You already have the black rubber molding, which I would leave.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? 100%, because you're gonna have to put that type of molding anyway.
Right.
If you want to really be picky and like do like replace with white or gray, sure.
Yeah.
I don't think it's important.
Okay.
So me personally, I would like it would change the entire game of this floor if you just roll.
How do you think the black molding is going to look with the lighter floor, lighter walls, and then the black? Is it going to
be fine.
It's going to be fine? Okay.
It'll be fine. Yeah.
Yeah, well, definitely.
It's black.
Black.
You know what I'm
Black.
saying? It's black. You feel me?
Okay, so this wall is coming down.
Okay, talk to me about that.
Just to open up the space. Can we look at it from this way? So
Okay.
I feel like when you're in, it's just the wall is there. It's like, and it's not a load bearing wall, so I was just gonna open it up. So when you come here, you know, it's opening it up a little bit. So again, the plan is to cut this off. So from here it was coming out. Initially from on this side, because I said I'm cutting to here, right? And then this is where I was supposed to be dropping my VIP room. So let's talk about the space now and your thoughts.
Yeah, no problem.
So this was coming out, that was coming out. I was going to be sealing this off here to block off back of house, and then I guess a nice door here. So if they wanted to do a kitchenette or a prep station or anything.
You want to do a lot. you want to do a lot. I want to keep this build out like sub 15K.
Oh, okay.
That's just me. Like,
And that's okay.
I want to save as much money as possible in the front, make the money, and then like we can go back at a couple.
Okay, so to walk me through your thoughts back.
I think we should keep that wall. The only reason being is because like if I'm out here and say for example you cut this off, now it's like I know you're putting an extra wall and stuff like that, but I feel like you're creating a problem, then you have to create a solution for that problem. Because you're gonna rip this out and then it's just like, oh yeah, but I'm gonna block this off or something like that. And it's just like, well, you already had it blocked off. Because if you don't do that and you take off this wall, people can see all the way back.
So then technically they're gonna see up to that wall. Would it give the illusion of more space?
It would, yeah. But I mean, like, this isn't.
Or do you feel like that is enough space?
That's enough for them because this isn't party space.
Yeah.
This is back of house, right? This is like prep and stuff like that. I don't.
Well,
need
prep was gonna go beyond the wall. So would this have considered party space beyond the bathroom?
because you wanted to make this a VIP room.
Right, over
Yeah,
here.
I don't like that idea.
The VIP room.
I
Okay,
don't think it's-
so let's talk about what's your thoughts for this? Because there's a lot of space, right?
Yeah, absolutely. So I mean, like, there's a hierarchy in usable space that I like to follow, right? And it's 5 pieces. If you have 5 rooms or you have 5 areas of a facility that you want to make use of, you follow the 5 spaces. And the first one is food and prep.
Okay.
That's the first thing. If I have 5 rooms, I don't know what to do with them. The first one's food and prep. Second one is serving, as in this is where I'm serving the food, right? Third one is rentals, as in I have rental storage, like my chairs and tables and stuff like that. That's that one. Fourth one is stationary. That's where I'm keeping like my cleaning products, janitorial items, things of that nature, mops, brooms, whatever the case may be. The last one is auxiliary extracurriculars, like VIP room, changing room, bridal things. Because
So that's last on your list.
that's last on my list.
Okay.
So first and foremost, unless you're a wedding venue, and when I say wedding
Yeah,
venue, I mean like
Yeah, that's mainly what
that's
you're focused
you
on.
do,
Your bread and butter.
You know, and
Yeah.
that comes with its own, you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Your Caribbean, you know how that looks,
Yeah.
right? Like that comes with its own suite of things. Like people go to certain places for a wedding, right? Unless you're a wedding venue, what do you need a bridal suite for,
Yeah.
right? That's when that comes in. The VIP room, like I said, that's last on the list.
Okay.
Because all the other things are more important. I'm telling you, if you have 10 people come in here and they see a nice big prep area with the food stations and stuff like that, that'll go way farther than a VIP room. Because think about it like this. You make this whole thing your VIP room. Where are you prepping and serving the food? Back there?
It would have just been that straight ahead.
It would have just been this, right?
Right. So initially, I was going to block this off. So, you know, clean all the cleaning supplies, like all the chemicals and stuff in the section here. Possibly do a stackable washer dryer so I can, you know, maybe wash my linens and stuff like that if I'm not going to outsource this because it already had the connections.
Right.
And then prep was going to go in this corner. I do still like the idea of prep here. I'm not going to lie. I just thought the VIP was the upsell, but you said it's last.
Yeah.
And then the prep is better. So I'm okay doing that.
Yeah.
So now I can do possibly a warmer, refrigerator, and my 3-compartment sink and a nice prep area.
That will, I'm telling you, like as God is my
Yes.
witness, like more people will gravitate to that and perceive your venue as higher value than if this whole thing was a VIP room. You know what I'm saying?
100%.
I'm not coming to an event, a gala to parlay in VIP.
Yeah.
I'm coming out there because it's a quinceañera or it's my cousin's baby
and there's
shower.
a lot of food.
Exactly, you know what I'm saying? And especially in like, the black and brown communities, they're bringing bare food, right?
Yeah,
When they see a nice prep area, it's like, you know what I'm saying? I like the idea of the washer and dryer. Never thought about it, but I like the idea only
because it actually came with the hookup. I might as well utilize it.
You have the hookup, right? And then as you do more package.
You're doing the prep area. Do I still need to close this off for chemicals? Would you still suggest close
let's
this off?
talk about what goes here.
Okay.
And then we'll determine that, right? So you tell me what was gonna go here.
Broom, mops, mop bucket, just all the cleaning.
Stationary.
Exactly.
Number 4.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
This is a lot of space for that. I mean, you're gonna put the washer and dryer. Are you gonna stack it?
It's a stackable, a stackable one,
You have a drop sink there, which I love. Keep that. Keep
For
that.
sure.
You're gonna have the mop bucket and stuff like that.
Possibly get something like this, but a little bit bigger. I'm gonna actually acquire it from my Amazon station.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's gonna be the metal one, so it could just be more shelving. But something like this, just for if I'm not doing the cabinets, just
don't do the cabinets.
Okay. That's fine. Just the metal racks.
Yeah, I know exactly.
And that's
Storage
what's
racks,
gonna gonna go right there and.
Cool. Okay. Then in that case, there's 2 ways you could go.
I could just curtain it off, just drop a curtain.
You can. I wouldn't. Only because these are chemical products. You don't want a kid coming back here and like messing with stuff or anything like that.
So close it off.
I would close it off. Now the way I was gonna say about closing it off is you can either do the bifold doors, which would probably be the most economical and would be the most space, because if you do the bifold doors, they'll come up to like here and here. Because my first thought was gonna be sheetrock this and put a door, but that's a lot more expensive, and we don't want to do that kind of money. So I think if we just extend this just a little bit, actually you don't even have. Yeah, you're gonna have to. Yeah. No, you don't even have to. We can honestly just put 2 pieces of 2x4 right here, and then just put the bifold doors, and you're good.
Okay.
And then you could just have like a little lock on it, and you're good to go. It's just a preventative, because you don't want a kid to be like, oh my god, mommy, look, gasoline. You know what I'm saying? Like something
Pink
like
juice.
that. Coming in?
Pink juice.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Like
I don't.
chemicals.
Because and this is gonna come in, because what I was thinking initially, I was like, all right, cool, this is a lot of space. She doesn't need all that space, but it is gonna be handy because like you're gonna get once you get a mop bucket, broom, dust mop, things of that nature, extra paint, stuff like that. This is where it's gonna be.
Okay,
perfect.
sounds good.
This is our number 3. This is the rentals. Tables and chairs are gonna be outside, right? But like your love seats, your drapes, if you're doing balloons, your balloon items, your sofas, pedestals, things of that nature. We just did the event space rental starter pack, so if you're not too sure what to do, it's right there.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? In terms of like your first packages and whatnot. And of course you already have that courtesy of the roadmap as well. But yeah, that's what this is, unless you had a different idea.
No, this is exactly what I thought
what you're
about.
gonna do?
Yeah.
Perfect.
I'm gonna repurpose this desk just for my personal use, just slap it here if we need it. If not, we don't really.
For what? For your office?
Just for like, my event person could have some place to sit, I guess.
Why?
It's just gonna pick up a lot of space.
Can you give me a better use for that?
Not over top of my head.
Hey, look, listen, if you want to keep it for right now, I have no problem with it. But the whole office thing, notice how the office was not on the 5?
Not under 5.
And it never will be. Never will be.
Not under 5.
Not in the 5, not at all.
So then, again, that was just it. But as you accumulate over time, it might not even serve a home anymore because I might need a space for something else.
Exactly.
That's gonna actually bring in money. So
exactly.
Yeah.
There we go. There we go. When it comes to rental storage, it's all about revenue per square foot. If I have a table, like I remember I had a 4,000 square foot warehouse in Brooklyn, right? And the only reason we sold it was we sold the company, right? So the 4,000 square foot warehouse, I had a level with all the grass walls and stuff like that. I had a level with all the pedestals and stuff like that. I had all the love seats and thrones. If something wasn't going out for like a couple months, I'm getting rid of it because it's not making me money.
Yeah.
There were some items that I had 3 of. I had 3 baby tables. I had like 3 sets of white pedestals. I had like 3 sets of pastels because those are going out all the time. And that's what you want to start thinking about. You know what I'm saying? It's revenue per square foot when it comes to rental storage.
Okay. So what are your thoughts about back here in terms of painting? Just paint the whole building?
Yeah, the whole business, just
paint
it white.
Just to keep everything nice.
And the good thing about it is that like you don't, I mean, there's like maybe a couple spots that you maybe just gotta like compound or whatever, just real quick, but like you can get this.
Just a uniform the whole place.
Yeah. But the good, like you have great bone structure here. Like you really don't have to do a lot. I'm telling you, you can get this whole thing done less than 15 grand.
Sounds good to
For
me.
sure.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Other side is gonna be a little bit more involved.
The other side, I'm gonna save the video and recap.
Oh yeah, for sure.
It's too much to take notes on it now.
With the floor, what are we settling on?
I think to your point for this side, I don't know. I just love walking on this. I think the rolling and sparkling it out or give it some sparkles or something to elevate a little bit. I'm gonna try that option.
One thing I didn't notice or I didn't ask about, I see you have HVAC. Where's the thermostat? Oh, it's right here.
There's one here, but there's one in the back as well. It works. Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah. So it was this one, and there's one in the back. That's I'm probably gonna put a little cage on that, so people not the little cage with a key. Yeah. So I'm gonna lock that up.
Definitely. Okay.
So this is chandeliers. What are your thoughts on chandeliers?
I mean, you have the height for it. Oh, you have sprinkles already. Beautiful. How many are you thinking?
Maybe 3.
3? Yeah. Knock yourself
boom,
out.
Boom, boom, boom.
Knock yourself out.
Okay.
Where are you thinking about getting them?
I don't have a plan yet.
Amazon sells chandeliers. You could start there. I got some nice chandeliers for like 150 each. If you go to a lighting store, you're gonna pay like a 10x markup.
Interesting.
Letting you know right now.
Okay, sounds good. Yeah, I just thought about getting them, so yeah, because we just got the keys, and when I said just got it, like really spending time trying to what are we gonna do? Yeah. But I like that it's a clean, easy fix on this side.
100%.
Other side.
Let's talk about the other side. There's a lot more unanswered questions on the other side. Wireless temperature sensor. I've never heard. What the hell is that? I don't think you need that.
I'm hoping the electrician just come and so those lights are like the little tiny ones over there. They're
opposites. Interesting. Volume.
They have speakers, but we couldn't figure out. So in the back, we tried connecting. My daughter was here with me yesterday, and we were trying to connect her phone to get it working, but I think that's what it has to be for the speakers.
Yeah, an AV guy would be able to tell you that. So go on like Thumbtack or Home Advisor, just type in like AV mechanic or AV guy, and they'll be able to get it situated. And it's gonna be the same person who most likely be able to get the cameras situated to put in cameras.
Yeah, right? For sure. I'm sure it's fine.
Are you keeping it?
I didn't have a plan for it.
It looks nice. I'd feel bad ripping it out.
I was thinking about putting a mounted TV there.
A mounted TV?
Yeah, for people that want to do like the...
No, I get you. So that means you're going to rip this out. Yeah. I mean, to be very honest, I don't really, it doesn't serve a purpose for me.
I didn't see the purpose either for what we need a space for.
It's more so like a cubby for like, people come in, drop some stuff off or whatever. I don't see the purpose. The TV could really go anywhere. Most likely the TVs would go somewhere on the wall.
Let me ask you another question. So the bathroom is there, but for the other side, I was thinking, I said I was gonna ask you, to drop right around here, a nice big double door to get to the other side. So in case somebody wanna have like a huge party, they can use both spaces.
No.
Okay. That was an easy answer.
No.
Okay. So walk me through the vestibule.
Yeah. So just to confirm, the vestibule is like what? Like an entry area?
I was thinking
I don't know what that word means.
Yeah. That's all it is.
That's what it is? Okay. Oh, his video didn't drop yet, but it will drop soon. Milton Clark in Columbia, South Carolina. Shout out my guy Clark. He did a nice one. I think when his video is probably not gonna drop for a while. We have like 30 videos in the queue. I'm gonna see if I can pull the footage. I'm gonna see if I can.
Even if you just send me a little clips, just to kind of guide his.
Tell Jason and remind me. I'll send you the raw files just so you can see inspiration. But like, he did a nice one, and I think you'll get a lot of inspiration from that. He did a nice, and like his first video is on YouTube as well. So if you go down the YouTube channel, you'll see like what it looked like bare bones 2x4. But like now it looks like the way he did an accent wall. The way
that's the vision for this right here. That's why I'm gonna close off that glass, take the glass out, close that off. And you said we're leaving these guys open.
I would.
No drapes. I agree. Yeah. I'm gonna change this doorway.
To what?
Just a different arch or a different open space, or...
Are you asking me or you're telling me?
I'm asking.
I don't think it's necessary to change it right now. Unless, I mean, the only thing I would do is probably just, like, obviously besides repainting and stuff like that, is I would probably just like take out the door.
So no door.
I would just take this off and that's that.
And spark it up and
yeah, and just like clean it up or whatever. Just because the door isn't necessary, it's not an office anymore.
Yeah.
Knocking out walls and whatnot. Let me ask this.
So I went to the city yesterday because my realtor keep asking over and over, did you go get your CO permit? Because here you need a CO permit. So I went in, they gave me a stack of paperwork. I did tell them I'm doing bare minimum. The head guy of the city was there, and I was happy that he was there. He did tell me I don't need an architect for a drawing.
Yeah.
He said you're only taking down, you're not doing anything
Exactly.
else. And I was loving that. So that's it. He said you could take down, that's perfectly fine. You're not building, so you don't need any.
That was literally going to be my next question, because the first question I was going to ask, because I've had my run-ins with DOB. And
Yeah.
if you think this is hard, try New York. Well, New Jersey is like the same thing.
Yeah.
If this wasn't on the plans, it's like it never happened. So you wouldn't have to reformat anything. But I'm glad that he was there to tell you that. So I'm guessing you didn't get that in writing though.
I did not, but they just told me to get the plans from my landlord. I did email them. I didn't get anything back. Make 3 copies and just show I'm removing. So
Perfect.
it should show these walls.
X, yeah.
Just put removing and that's it.
Beautiful.
He made it very simple.
Beautiful. I love that.
Yeah.
So that makes everything a lot less complicated. Damn, why did they take this out?
I don't know, but the landlord did ask me if I wanted it removed, so I'm gonna have to tell him yes. I picked up these from Floor and Decor.
Hold on.
Okay.
Hold on that.
Too much.
No. What I was gonna say, and this is just,
Yeah.
take a picture, put it on Facebook Marketplace.
No, I did. For those desks,
Oh,
we
okay.
did. With these,
Yeah.
we did. Just been a lot of like scammers.
Huh?
Just like a lot of scammers just been hitting up. Like people from like Africa and this weird, just feels very scamish.
Oh, okay.
But we did. So yeah.
Any hits?
There's a couple, I have to follow up with Ricky. He's the one who posted it though.
Okay.
So he's
Yeah,
the one
just
who's
be like
following up.
liquidation, like $100, come pick it up.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We did 75.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? Just
We did 75.
somebody's building an office and somebody's gonna want that. You know what I'm saying?
Right, and it's a lot. Look at this
It's a lot,
whole, look at this right here.
And even if they
Whole-
come and be like, hey, look, I'll take everything, I'll give you like $1,000 for it.
Take all of it.
Take it.
Blinds, no blinds.
No. Oh my
Thank
God.
You. Thank
Ew.
you very much.
Ew.
No blinds.
God. If my mother had this in her house, I'd rip it out.
So now here we would do the drape or no drape.
Go with the mentality of this, right? I hate being a storyteller, but tell a story. When I opened up Blake and Dumont, it had huge, lovely windows, right? All around, and made the place look huge, right? I love them. People kept coming in and kept putting up curtains and trying to block them and stuff like that. So after the first few parties, I was just like, okay, cool. People clearly don't like them as much as I do. Let the client be your litmus test. Let the client tell you. So it's like, if people come in and they start like asking, like, hey, can you close these? Or hey, do you have something to cover this? After a while, then you can go ahead and be like, all right, cool, I'll put some curtains and stuff like that. And in the roadmap, it already has the equipment for you to use. So yeah.
Yeah, I saw that too. This thing, so would you just paint this? Don't slap anything on here.
I would
Then
just paint it, yeah. I'll
Sounds
just paint
good.
it for right now. Yeah,
Okay.
the goal is to just be up and running as quickly
Yeah.
as possible.
Okay.
You know? Yeah, well, I mean, that made that a lot easier. We have a thermostat with a low battery. Okay, but it works. Interesting. Okay, so I'm guessing, so your plan was to, I'm guessing, just like rip all that out. Okay. It might take a little demo to see the true vision, because it's hard to see the bone structure right now. You know what I'm saying? But it's there, obviously, it's definitely
Yeah,
there.
for sure.
And this is, yeah. First thing that I would probably do is, once I rip out everything, you'll get a much better sense of the space that you have to play with, right? It's not like the other side where it's like, okay, cool, like these are designated areas. This one is more so like you have a lot more open space and you just kind of have to figure out what it does. You could potentially do the same thing, because this is, where does this line up? This probably lines up right before the bathroom on the other side.
No, the bathroom is where he's standing.
Oh, wow.
The bathroom is further back that way because we measured
The
it.
bathroom on that side is right there?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So that means this is into the prep area already.
This is in the prep area here.
Gotcha. Okay, cool. So that makes it a lot easier. You could just copy and paste. You could just do a similar thing. So like you'll just have all this open out and then similar thing, make this prep area kind of like.
But then access to the bathroom, they'll just walk and then just block it off. Just block this off for the prep area.
They can go through the, if you want.
Well, because this is going to come down and then it's just going to be a free walking to the bathroom.
You're saying this is gonna come down?
Yeah. So that way it's just an open space from the floor straight to the bathroom and then we can block this off for prep area.
See, this is why I kind of want to knock those out first to get a better idea. Because I personally feel, and I might be dead wrong, but when you knock out all this, please think about it like this. On the other side, you have a similar layout where it goes straight back. It stops right here. You have that wall right here, except on this side, you have the wall right here. And then behind that wall is the prep area, stationary, rental room, blah, 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 blah. So I'm looking at it like, why don't we just copy and paste that same floor plan? We already know how we have an idea of how it looks over there.
I think it's because of how the bathroom is laid and then it's like in a curve and the, not blocking the exit door is what kind of make this shift a little bit differently. That makes sense?
Right. So I wouldn't.
Maybe I'm overthinking it.
No, I don't think you're overthinking it. You're thinking like a consumer. You're thinking like, okay, cool. If somebody walks into my venue, are they gonna wanna walk past all the food and stuff like that to go to the bathroom? Here's my thought, right? Because what I just showed you, Fulton, right? You see how the lobbies fully open out and things like that. There are a bunch of people who told me, not customers, but like other people who like came and stay in my venue. They're just like, oh, why don't you cover the bar? Or why don't you put a wall for the food station and stuff like that? And I thought about that and I was just like, none of my customers complained about that. And if the people who are paying me haven't complained about that, is it really that big of an issue? So what I would say for right now, those definitely we know got to come down because it makes the space look like this, right? Those we know have to come down. Knocking out this and putting up walls and stuff here, I wouldn't just yet.
So where would the food prep area be? And then it would be, they have to walk to the bathroom.
I just walk straight to the bathroom,
Okay.
You know, I'm not saying that's gonna be the case indefinitely.
Yeah.
I'm just saying like,
Let's see how it works.
let's see how it works.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because if nobody complains about it, nobody makes a big deal, then it's probably not a big deal. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We have that bathroom and then we have this bathroom. That is interesting.
Very interesting. I'm trying to figure out
As I am.
the layout.
As well.
And I don't know if I can break it, because I don't know if I want to go into the whole city code thing, but break it and put 2 stools and then one back. I don't know. I just don't want to.
I think again, I would probably just leave it alone for right now. It might not even be a big deal.
I don't have a layout yet for that idea for here. I didn't spend a lot of time trying to figure out, but I might just copy and paste.
Yeah.
Whatever I do there for these 2 bathrooms, to be honest.
Keep it minimal. You have good floor over here. You have a gray wall. You have a, what's it called? The little handicap, the stressor thingy. Oh my God, on my leg, you know?
Yeah.
I would just repaint it, call it a day. That's just me.
Yeah.
You have good floors.
Yeah, the floors here were actually
Walls
pretty
are
decent.
solid.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be anything crazy.
Okay.
Let's make some money and then we can turn around and do all the
Reinvest
fancy stuff.
back
You know what I'm saying?
over time. Okay.
I didn't do my bathrooms at Fulton for 2 years. Like, honestly. And when I did them nice. Like, I got baby changing stations, porcelain tile, like, redid all the toilets and stuff like that, but I didn't do it for first 2 years.
Because you got that money first.
Exactly, you know what I'm saying? That's exactly my point. Probably the first 3 years, honestly. So yeah, this I would, in terms of the bathrooms, leave them alone, coat of paint, call it a day. You know what I'm saying? In terms of how am I getting to the bathroom, leave it for right now. Let people kind of talk. They'll give you some ideas. Event planners will come in and be like, oh, why don't you do, because event planners always want to give their 2 cents or whatever the case may be. And just, you know, you'll start kind of playing with ideas and enough customers say something, then you'll get an idea, you know?
Sure.
Every single amenity that I put into my venues were things that people wanted. Like the baby changing stations, smash. Right? Like air dryers, smash, right? Curtains, smash. I wasn't spending money on things that like, oh, it might work. I ain't got money for that.
Got it. Okay, sounds good, yeah.
Yeah, all this, Facebook Marketplace.
Actually, this is, I don't know what to call him, maybe the property manager. He said his friend was moving and they stored it here. And I'm like, you gotta move it because I need the space. And he comes in and out all the time, but he's a property manager, so he have keys. It makes me nervous because, I don't know. Every time I come, there's a light on. I don't know if they're sleeping here, but
Why are they doing that?
I did ask them yesterday to remove some stuff, so they removed a lot yesterday. Because I was here yesterday, they had to remove a lot of things.
Did you give him a deadline?
I did not.
Give him a deadline.
I did not.
Like, hey, I need this out by this, or else what are we doing?
Yeah.
Am I gonna get compensated for this?
I
Or
did not. Yeah.
he's thinking like, oh, you know, she's building now. I could just leave it right there. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, get it out.
Yeah.
The hell? Well, whatever is not his,
Yeah.
Facebook Marketplace.
Which I think is everything here. All of this, somebody can use this somewhere.
Are you keeping this?
I was not planning on, because I didn't know what to do with it.
Facebook Marketplace.
Yeah.
The only reason I'm saying Facebook Marketplace is I feel like somebody's gonna want to use it.
Yeah.
You know
okay,
what I'm saying?
could use that exactly.
Other than that, I would have been like, landlord, rip all this stuff out. Because Blake and Dumont, before I had it, it was an air mattress storage place, and they had like boxes on top of boxes, and I made them deadline. I need all this shit out. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got work to do.
Yeah.
You feel me?
This actually works. It just needs a little bit of ink.
Who the hell's using that now? It's
No idea.
2024.
Exactly. But it actually still works.
I'm sure it does, but we not using it.
Yeah. Yeah.
The only people who I know use this respectfully are like multi-travel agencies, multi-service agencies. And I'm pretty, you know, you can scan with your iPhone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I scan my documents and email them.
Who's using this?
Yeah, you scan and you email. Right,
what I'm saying,
right
like-
from your notes.
Fax?
Right
If
in
somebody told me I had to
the
fax something, be like, I literally the other day I had to like pay for a fax service because I had to send something to the DMV, and I'm just like, y'all see what y'all put me through right now? This is crazy.
Yeah. But yeah, this is a space, and I do like the location. Costco's is literally right there.
Beautiful.
Like no walking distance is
Beautiful.
Costco's. There's a lot of Walmart, again, 3 minutes drive. Everything is just really, you know, it's just a really nice location we found. Yeah.
Okay, so I have to ask, because next steps, right? Timeline.
1 month for next door.
1 month?
That's too long?
Way too long. What do you need a month for?
In my head, I was just thinking we was going to do more build outs, so I'd give myself a month. But now that you said that minimum, this is what we're doing, I would say in 2 to 3 weeks. So I'm going to pull myself 3 weeks.
Yeah, tell yourself 2 weeks. I can get it done in 2 weeks.
Yeah, so we'll do 2 weeks.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of the stuff is cosmetic. The only thing that are gonna really take, I mean, you don't have that much electrical and plumbing to do.
Right.
So it's not like you have to wait for electrical and even that, like I put up 50 hi-hats in Fulton in like 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying? I don't, which is why I always challenge everybody, especially who's in Premiere, like get the shit done.
Yeah.
Like money is to be made.
Yeah.
You know, we negotiated what, 3 months rent concession?
2.
2?
Yeah.
It was 2 or 3?
2.
Okay, 2 months rent concession. Imagine we get this whole thing done in 2 weeks.
Well, technically I paid for November as part of the 1 month, and then we pay in December.
Right.
So that's how you count it.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
So yeah, September, October.
Okay.
That's my goal, is to get in, open up before.
100%. That's the name of the game.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Before rent is due.
That's what we need to do.
Okay.
100%. And there's no reason why we shouldn't be able to.
Right.
So on the other side, the biggest things that are going to take the longest is not even the floor, because if we could just roll out the floor.
Painting in the bathroom. The prep sink is going to be easy to put in. It's going to be, 3 weeks.
Yeah, I don't think it should take longer than that.
Okay.
Honestly, I really don't. Talk to me about the contractors. You said you were talking to a couple
So
contractors.
I spoke to a couple contractors. Initially,
Where'd you find them?
So initially, my realtor actually sent me a couple names, and then my other business, one of my co-worker, we were in business together, but separate at the same time. He gave me another guy who came yesterday, and we did a nice little walkthrough. We talked about maybe ripping out more, but we're not ripping out anything and building anything. We're just gonna go bare bones. So I'm gonna go back to him today and let him know, hey, we're gonna revisit this plan and go over with him exactly what we're doing. The bathroom kind of pretty much stay the same from what we talked about, and then just rolling the floor instead of ripping out the floors. So over here, that's where that guy came in, the one behind you. What do you think about that? The vinyl?
Oh, this for here?
The vinyl.
For here?
Yeah. Or what are you thinking? Because I wanted this side to be a little bit more upscale, because we had already taken everything, and we might as well put a little bit of money into it.
Okay, I have another story.
Yeah.
When I opened up my second location, Ashford, I had the same idea. I wanted to go ahead and create a nicer upscale venue that, you know, would really impress people and all nicer finishes and stuff like that. And while to an extent, some people do care about that, at the end of the day, if you're still marketing to the same type of clientele, they're only going to pay so much. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's like, okay, even though I built out Ashford for way less money than I built out Fulton, only because of my experience, I did make it more luxurious, and I ended up charging the same amount of money because it was the same size and it was a similar amount of area. So I say all that to say, like, if you want to make a couple more luxurious things just because you want to set yourself apart, whatever, I'm all for it. But don't go in with the mindset of like, okay, cool, I'm going to be able to charge 2-3x of this. It's right next door. And if you price it out so much of the market, you're gonna basically, people are gonna just go over there, and then you're gonna self-cannibalize yourself. You're gonna, or revenue cannibalize yourself, because people are just gonna start going over here, and you're gonna be like, oh, well, this was not getting booked, I gotta bring down the price. And now it's like, you spent more money to make this nicer, and you're charging the same price, so like, what was really the point?
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Regards to this, you wanna put this plank, I don't see the problem why. LVP is it's pretty affordable. Go for it. It'll give you a different look from that side. And I'm all for that. If you want to make a different look, I'm loving it. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, we're paying the same amount of rent for both locations. They're roughly the same size. So we're most likely going to charge roughly the same price. The reason I love having multiple locations in one spot is because, one, logistics is way easier, right? I can have a baby table over here, a baby table over there, and I just got to walk next door, right? And then just ease of access, right? I don't have to travel 20-30 minutes to my next venue like I had to do, right?
Right.
So, and that's why Blake and Dumont were the last two venues that I kept, because they were right next to each other. But I sold Fulton, I sold Ashford.
Right. So what would be your thoughts on getting this guy together?
In terms of timeline?
Yeah.
Here's the thing, and I don't want to ask on camera, but we have to look at the budget, right? So like, say for example, I had $30,000 to work with, right? And I wanted both of these locations up and running. I would have to split it. 15,000 on 301, 15,000 on 302, right? And then I would just do what I can do with that money. Because I don't think I do agree to start there and focus our priority on that. At the end of the day, we got to pay rent for this as well.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So, and then of course this is high season as well, as you can see the screenshots in the community and whatnot. So I definitely want to take advantage of that, you know what I'm saying? Because come December, it's going to be a little slower, and then it's going to pick back up in January.
Got it.
That's especially why I'm so keen on minimum viable product, because if you told me right now, bro, all I have is is 10K. I'd be like, all right, cool. We only have 10K. Obviously, to build out a venue is going to cost a certain amount of money. Let's start with what's less work. But if we say, all right, cool, I have like 30K, you know what I'm saying? Then I'd be like, all right, cool, 15 and 15. That one I know we can get for under 15. I know we can get that up and running for under 15. And whatever's over 15 probably just isn't that important right now.
Right.
If we break down the numbers right now, if we look at the flooring, the floor is probably gonna cost maybe $1,500, which is ridiculous, which is like amazing. You know, if I told like Blake and Dumont, I paid $20,000 to get those floors done. Ashford, I paid $6,000 to get those floors done. Fulton, I paid $15 to get those floors done. So, but since you're rolling it out, because the floor, like you said, the structure is very, very good, and you're just rolling it out, I think you can probably knock it out $1,500, $2,000. And that's gonna be, like flooring is always everybody's biggest expense, right? Electrical, you don't have to do that much electrical because you already have the drop ceiling with the panel lights. That's already good. You wanna put in a couple chandeliers. It's not gonna be a lot of money to put up. An electrician, honestly, if you get a quote to put up 3 chandeliers for anything more than like $600, I'm giving some pushback.
Okay.
I'm giving some pushback. You don't have to memorize any of this stuff. It's all recorded. Or whatever. Maybe I can send you the link or whatever. The furniture, that's going to be the more
money,
costly. That's where the money's going to be and stuff like that. Have you started quoting out?
We started a little bit, yeah.
Okay. What kind of furniture are you looking at?
The Shivari chairs, the tables, some tablecloths. I did some ordering of the linens, the basic linens and stuff like that. So I started a little bit pulling in things.
Okay, cool.
So yeah.
Yeah, that's going to be the other side of the money, like on top of the build out, right? But the good thing about it is that what we save on the build out goes towards furniture. I always tell people, look, you want to get
I
involved.
kind of created 2 budgets, to be honest with you. I did the build out budget separates to what the furniture is going to be.
Right.
The other question I had for you is, am I doing 2 sets of furniture? So when I met with, is it Tanisha Anderson?
Possibly.
She said just get 1 set of furniture, but I didn't see how it would make sense getting 1 set of furniture and when we have 2 spaces.
Yeah, so she's probably looking at 1 set of furniture because obviously right now as you're a brand new venue, the bookings aren't going to be very, very dense. Right. It's not going to be like, oh, I have 2 events on the same day. Now, it is very possible. And I do agree with her on that because the thing about it is that, like I said, what is the likelihood that as a brand new venue owner with 2 venues that you're going to get booked on the same exact day? It's hopeful, but it's probably unlikely. So you can just, and the good thing, they're right next door. So you just roll the chairs out to the next day, roll the tables out to the next spot, right? On the off chance, right, that you get booked for 2 events on the same day. If you're looking at your calendar, right, this is where you got to play a little Tetris, right? If you're looking at your calendar, you're just like, all right, cool, I have all these days available. Try to move them over to a different day, right? But if that doesn't work, right, and you have 2 events on the same day, now you have 2 options, right? You can either, 1, use the money that they gave you to go ahead and just purchase the furniture, right? If they give you $2,000, $2,500, whatever, it's cool. That's a deposit on the chairs and the tables and whatnot. Or you just go and rent them.
Okay, yeah.
Right? And you just eat the cost on that. Like, okay, cool, they pay me $2,500 for this package. Like, I just spent $500 on chairs. I'm still up.
Yeah.
So you have those 2 options in your back pocket.
Okay.
So that's why I would defend.
How many chairs would you start off with? 100?
How many people are you looking to host?
Well, I think when I did the math on this, I think
2,000
I did
square
it by,
feet, you can hold
by
roughly,
15.
Huh?
As it, you did
Divide
by
by
15,
15,
right? That's how we were doing it.
That's about maybe like 100 people, like maybe 105.
Right, so again, so that's 100 each side, basically.
Yeah, I would honestly, I would put out like 80 and keep 20 just in case they break. I would do like 80 seated because 2,000 square feet. Even Fulton, which was 2,300 square feet, I did like 90 seated because I didn't want it to be too crowded. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then like the way I defended it, the way I sold the venue is that people would be like, oh my God, but I have 120 people, da, da, da. I'm like, do you want everybody sitting down? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That was always my rebuttal. So it's just kind of like, and I always tell people, I'm like, hey, look, listen, unless you're having like a soiree
sit-down dinner
or a sit-down dinner or something. And
Yeah.
even if people who do dinners, it's like, what, 40 people?
Yeah.
Which is why I always tell everybody, like, yo, that sweet spot for venues is like 70 to like 120 people. Like that's 60 to 120 people. That's like the sweet spot. Everything after that is just like super big wedding venue or whatever the case may be.
I had a surprise party for my daughter on Saturday that just passed.
Oh, nice.
She turned 26, and majority of her friends was by the bar.
You know what I'm saying?
They were at the bar. They sat down to eat for 2 minutes. And some of them were standing by the bar eating. So Caribbean people, you know, they're
100%. And which is also why when I showed you Fulton, that big lobby area, every time I checked the cameras, guess where people were? In the lobby area, by the bar, Palanson, whatever the case may be. So there's just so many things that experience has taught me in this game where it's like the things that we fret about, a lot of times it's in our minds.
You know, in a year from now, we wouldn't have the same conversation. But what we're having now, be like, I'll be probably telling you, oh, this worked, that didn't work. You know, this is what I'm doing differently. And I welcome that. So
100%. And that's why just like kind of staying close to the firing community is so important, right?
Yeah.
Because like, we give you the roadmap. Certain things might not hit for you
Yeah.
or whatever the case may be, or like you might experiment with something else or whatever.
Right.
But anyway, back to the build out. So yeah, I
What
think
would you do with this floor if you're not thinking about this?
you can do this if you want.
Okay.
You can do this. I don't see a problem because you're gonna have to rip out this carpet anyway,
Yeah.
and under this carpet is most likely gonna be plyboard.
Yeah.
So you're gonna have to cover it with something.
Yeah.
And you can't paint plyboard 'cause that's gonna look disgusting.
Yeah, exactly, and
Right.
splinter, and it's just gonna
Yeah,
be mess,
100%,
of course,
absolutely
yeah.
not. So your only options are to put a tile on it, which would be either this or a ceramic or
Yeah.
porcelain, or even if you did an epoxy, you're gonna have to put a base coat.
Something has to go.
Exactly.
So, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, over there, so going back to the whole, all right, cool, like I have these two spaces. You want to get that one finished, but you want to get this one started.
Yeah.
You see what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
So it's like once, and I'm telling you right now, as soon as that one is open house ready, and when I say open house ready, I don't mean party ready, I mean open house ready as in somebody can see the vision. I need content because I'm sending you a link right after this conversation for Scale Your Venue Done For You because we got to get ads up and running.
Okay.
That's
Yeah.
every single person you see dropping money screenshots, ads,
Yeah.
content. Because that's what we need. We got to get traffic up in here. If it's a brand new venue, nobody knows who we are.
Yeah.
Right?
Got it.
You know what I'm saying? Like Asia, Yana, Jaleesa, JD, like they're all running ads. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I'm saying? Shout out ESC. But that's the number one thing. We finished that, but we start this.
Yeah.
So like once the ball is running, and you said you set 2 budgets or whatever the case may be, even if you have to pull back a little bit on that one to get this one going, it is what it is. This one's gonna cost a little bit more.
I actually budgeted more than 15. I actually thought it was gonna be more than 15 because again, I told you, I'm having a VIP room and I'm having all these other things. And now that we're not doing that,
Yeah.
the budget is actually gonna come
Yeah.
over here. Yeah.
100%, absolutely, yeah. And then that's why it's also so important to like, once that's open house ready, we want to get some deposits in. Think about it like this, right? When an apartment building goes up, do they wait till every single apartment's
Right,
finished to start
exactly.
renting out? Hell no.
Huge sign, accepting now.
They get like
Exactly. We have
one unit to stage and they sell all the other ones.
100%.
When I was looking for my first apartment, I literally was like seeing like tarmac paper and stuff like that, hard hats, and I'm just
Yeah.
like, yeah, I wanna rent here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? People would do